when is the best time to record a video? When is the best time to post the video? And the quick answer is before you're ready. So that's the bottom line, is that you're never going to be ready to record a video. Not a normal process. It's just like saying when's the best time to jump into a cold shower. There is no good time for it. So just to dive in a bit deeper though, the idea of early morning and evening and afternoon, I could talk about those. So morning would typically be really good, but it's not always practical for people. Let's say you don't want to make noise. It's early in the morning. You're not cleaned up. You're not really that awake. The sun in Canada is not even out until like 8 or 9 in the morning in the winter. And the sun really helps record video if you go near a window like where I am right now. And so that's one part of the morning. But what I would say about the morning that is really beneficial is that to record a video, you have to sort of be mentally sharp, because you're going to either remember what you want to say or come up with new ideas while it's recording. And I find that as you get into the evening and nighttime, your brain isn't really there, and it takes a lot more takes to get something coherent. So those are some considerations about the morning. The other thing is that if you are attending, like in the morning can be a very jumpy time. You're kind of babysitting tasks that aren't done. Could be putting out little mini fires. People start messaging by 9 in the morning. So there's a lot of activity that makes the morning not the best. So you could almost say lunchtime is a really good time. Things usually have quieted down, and getting into the afternoon, it's like harder to focus. So that could be a really good time, and you still have that natural light to work with. And then, evening can be tempting because, again, more pockets of time. People are messaging you less. You can maybe think a little clearly in some way. I don't know which exact way, but for some people, their chronotype is going to later, and so they can work with an indoor lighting setup that works for them if they have a little hovel or a studio, and they can do their own custom lighting. So nighttime can be really good for some people. Maybe after their whole family has gone to sleep, that's the perfect time to hit record. They don't want anyone to hear them, or everyone's in their rooms doing their own thing, and they're not listening to you like they would be in other times of day. So that's some ideas about the time of day to record videos, but then to actually post them and edit them. So the editor brain it's not easy to record and then edit the video, even though that would be ideal, because it's fresh. You know what the content is, and you can just get it done. But I tend to let things simmer, and then I have to kind of set reminders to go back and to pull the footage off. So what you could do is pull the footage off right away and just get it onto the hard drive for editing, if that's your workflow, if you're using a camera. And so that's one thing I found that's really helpful. And then the idea of posting a video is similar to what I said about recording the video, is that it's also before you're ready. And so that's why sometimes scheduling videos can be really good, because you can work on it when you have the mental capacity. Because remember, at this stage of the process, it's not just a video anymore that you recorded at home. It's now going to go online, and it could stay there forever, right? So that's what the consideration is here, is you're coming up against a different type of fear, which is more public. In the first type of fear of recording the video, it's kind of getting over the anxiety of having to talk into a glass piece of lens and worrying if people hear you and that kind of thing. But then this type of fear, when it comes to posting, is more about publicity, and especially when you get into very high high friction networks like Instagram or LinkedIn, where it's very immediate to your network, whereas YouTube is more of a search engine. And so I would say scheduling helps a lot on high friction networks, sort of like when the video is finished editing, you can schedule it for the next morning so that you don't have to overload yourself with this mental weight. But the other thing I was going to say about the timing is that some people worry about when it's good for a post to come up online, and I feel like people check things and do things at all times of day now, and so it doesn't really matter what what time. If you, I think being rigid about the time of when something uploads is sort of can be a bit of a not a cop out, but it's just another thing that takes away your focus from what you're really trying to do. And so I try to not worry so much about posting at the right time, and really just more concerned with getting the thing done, moving on to the next idea. So that's it for what's the best time to record the videos and then the best time to post them.